I am discussing having conversations about lifestyle changes with your doctor. Lifestyle changes is not a new topic nowadays, especially since we're in an era of self-care, self-awareness, and wellness. Having a conversation about lifestyle changes that you can make to prevent the onset of disease or to help you come off of a medication or even to lessen the outcome of a medical condition is a conversation that you should most definitely be having with your primary care doctor at least once a year during your annual physical. If you need to have this conversation monthly or even quarterly, then have it. But at least annually, you should be discussing this with your physician. Do not let anything or anyone stop you from asking the valid questions that you need to ask concerning healthy lifestyle choices that you need to make. I would like to review some examples of positive lifestyle changes, but before proceeding, as a nurse, I do not diagnose, treat, or prescribe, okay? This is for informational purposes only. Some examples of positive lifestyle changes would be, of course, incorporating healthy food options. This is such a broad topic, but ideally you want to eat more living food, right? So you want to eat more fruit and more vegetables and less processed food. We all know what that consists of. We can research it. Incorporate more water into your diet, preferably alkaline water, to help with the pH balance of the body. A pH greater than 7 is considered alkaline. Alkaline water has a pH of 8 to 9 typically. Our body, when we're in a disease state, is because our body is acidic, right? There's a lot of inflammation and mucus and things like that going on. So you want to keep your body in as much of an alkaline state as possible. That's going to keep you closer to what we consider homeostasis or equilibrium, natural state of operating for the body. So drink your water. Drink at least half of your body weight in ounces every single day. Get as close to that as you can as possible. Our body's made up of 60 to 70% water. It only makes sense that we need to drink water. Give it what it needs to be able to function. Try to stay away from sodas, juices, anything that is not mostly water. With that being said, you can incorporate tea into your diet. Tea consists of mostly herbs and water. If you are going to sweeten your tea, make sure that you use a natural sweetener such as honey. Stay away from artificial sweeteners. Make sure that your tea is decaf, okay? If you do not like water for some reason, you can infuse it with fruit or you can try to incorporate more tea into your diet. Become more physically active. That's a no-brainer, right? We have a sedentary lifestyle where we sit around most of the time. Our body's made to move. Move it, stretch, okay? Stretch at least daily. But if you're going to exercise at least 3 days a week, 30 minutes a day, right? Or 20 to 30 minutes per day. But if you're going to exercise 3 days a week, just make sure you're getting at least 30 minutes to an hour of physical activity in. Get some sleep, right? Sleep is beautiful. It heals our body. It actually helps with memory. It helps with so many things, our mood and just the overall health of our body. Try to get at least 8 hours if you can, right? 8 hours of quality sleep. I highly recommend that you research sleep hygiene. That's going to tell you different things you can do to prepare for bedtime to get quality sleep. Stop abusing substances. Quit smoking. Limit alcohol use. Do not abuse medication. Take the medication as prescribed. Intentionally socialize. It is important whether you're an introvert or extrovert. Socialization is good for the mind and the body. Okay, so this is a great lifestyle option that you can incorporate. You have to socialize. We are social beings. Being an extrovert is not an excuse not to get some kind of socialization in. And be sure you are keeping good company. So don't socialize with just anybody. Try to make sure they are positive and that you are able to connect with them in a positive way. Monitor your own mental health. Check in with yourself. See how you're feeling about your life, about things that are going on in the world. These check-ins are extremely important. You can do them daily, which I highly recommend, or at least weekly, but set aside time to check in and just see how things are going. Make a list, journal, sit quietly. You can do it to and from work while you're in the car. You can do it first thing in the morning before you go to bed, but I highly recommend that you check in with yourself. Avoid overdosing on the news. Information overload is real. We are in, of course, a society that is addicted to social media. So not only are you getting it through the traditional forms of media, TV, radio, and magazines, and newspapers, if newspapers are even still around, but you also are getting it through social media. And so while you're browsing, of course, your timeline, your news feeds, you have information that is put before you. There comes a time when you have to know enough is enough and you're not overdosing or taking in too much. of news that is going on in the world, in your community. Of course, you want to be in the know. It's important to know what's going on around you, but once you know, right? Develop a plan and then move on with your life. You don't have to sit and just take in all of the news and everything that's going on in the world. So you have to monitor how much of that you actually take in. Do something that is meaningful at least daily, right? Something that brings you joy or that helps you reach your personal goals. It's really important that you do something that is special to you. Last and certainly not least, make time for God. Make sure that you pray, you're reading, you're meditating on the word so that you can actually center your life on Him and make sure your spirituality is intact so that you can move forward and you can move forward in a healthy way. That is an amazing lifestyle change. Embracing positive lifestyle changes actually is going to enhance your life in general. And it also puts you in a better headspace to own your health and to speak up for yourself. So I suggest asking your doctor about some of these lifestyle changes that you can make. This is not an all-encompassing list, so please add to it. Before even starting a medication, ask your doctor, what lifestyle changes can I make? What can I do in my everyday life? What routine can I incorporate into my life that's going to keep me from starting this medication, right? Unless it's an acute emergent medication that is going to stabilize you, you really don't want to start a maintenance medication. If you can do something in your life, right? If you can incorporate a lifestyle change that's going to prevent you from being on that medication. So it's up to you to have that conversation with your doctor before a medication is started. Before even agreeing to a treatment, it's the same concept. Ask your doctor, what can I do? What lifestyle changes can I make before I start this treatment that can actually delay the treatment, right? As long as it's not an acute treatment that is ordered because you're in an acute state, right? Acute just means emergent, immediate. You're not stable, right? They need to do something really fast, immediately to get you back stable. But once you're stabilized, have that conversation and ask, what lifestyle changes can I make to delay this treatment, or so I don't even have to have the treatment, right? And so you have to voice that concern and bring that to the attention of your doctor if they are not presenting it to you. Even before a condition that is trending towards an actual diagnosis becomes a diagnosis. For example, if your A1C is elevated and you are you're within normal limits, but you're right at the point to where you could tip into pre-diabetic, right? Or you're pre-diabetic and you're almost tipping into the diabetic range. Ask your doctor, what can I do lifestyle-wise to prevent me from having a diagnosis of diabetes or having to take this pill every day to decrease my blood sugar or, to balance my A1C out. Typically with diabetes, the doctor will give you lifestyle changes you can make: exercise, eat right, reduce stress, get more sleep, incorporate more water, things of that nature. However, if they do not mention this to you, it is your responsibility to ask them about these lifestyle changes that you can make so that you don't have to have that specific diagnosis or you don't have to take that medication. So it's up to you to have that conversation with them. For more on health advocacy related topics, be sure to visit the Health Advocacy YouTube channel at the link in the bio. For printed information and guidance, grab the Health Advocacy ebook and guide at the link in the bio. Now, I want you to take responsibility and affirm to yourself, I am making positive lifestyle changes a habit, and I am asking my doctor questions when needed. Then do your part, make a plan, and execute. Stay tuned for more Your Monday Health Advocacy moments. Be sure to hit the bell in the top right corner of the I Am Experiences page to be notified when new videos are being released. I believe in your ability to advocate for yourself. I got you covered. Let's do this.